Hello, 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 everyone. This is Angel Aviles with another episode of 30 Inspiring Women by Living Firme. And today I have an actress and comedian, and I'm so excited to share her story with you. Ms. Myra Alix is a 35-year-old actress and comedian, mom, and full-time legal assistant whose made-up character, La Tiny, has become a household name to many. Her Facebook following has quickly climbed to well over 300,000, and it's easy to see why La Tiny is hilarious and Myra is a total gem. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. I just wanted to say thank you so much for jumping on this quick call. I know that you're a busy mom and you are on your grind, so I appreciate you giving me the time to share your story with our audience.
Oh, no, thank you for reaching out to me for this.
You know, I just want to give people a brief history about how we met, and we met on Facebook, and I invited you to do an event, and I'm sure you were like, what the heck? And meeting you was incredible, and you are so amazing. You're so talented. You're hilarious, obviously.
Thank you.
I just don't think, oh, you're welcome. I just don't think people fully understand how absolutely talented you are because you're so different in real life. I loved how after the screening we all did this Q&A and you just were able to respond, and that's definitely what I want. That's the person I want people to meet, the Myra Alix that, you know, is an actress and a woman and facing just the challenges that everyone else faces when they pursue something that they love.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about growing up, where you grew up, and how you got involved in the whole creative life.
Okay, well, actually, I found the creative life really late in my life, actually, because when I was young, growing up in elementary, middle school, and most of high school, I mean, I was bullied pretty much my entire life, and my goal, was to pretty much be invisible, so the less people saw me, the less, people spoke to me, said anything to me, that was best. But, growing up and then coming out of my shell and, putting all of that stuff behind me, I always had, I guess it was like a knack for, imitating people. At family parties, they'll be like, oh, imitate your tia, whoever, and, imitate your tío, whoever. And, I would make these little impressions of people in my family, and I would just have, the whole family, cracking up. And so that was me at home. And at school, I was this shy, reserved, quiet person, which anybody who knows me from high school knows that I was really, really shy. I was bullied, so I tried to be invisible to everybody. But now, as an adult, and I think it was I want to say 4 years ago, I started getting into acting because I started going to Performing Arts San Antonio. And I studied acting with Paul Tinder, who runs the Performing Arts school there. And so that's where I found my love for comedy. He started me off on some comedic, scenes, and I just figured, you know what, I love doing this. I love making people laugh. So that's what got the ball rolling was, I think it was 4 years ago. So I really have not been doing this for that long. But it's been so much fun.
It's amazing to me that you could say that you got bullied. First of all, that depresses me deeply inside because I don't know who could bully you. It's just what's wrong with them? Clearly that's the idea of bullies. It's what's wrong with you? You are an amazing human being, so the fact that you were bullied is ridiculous. But it's also super, super encouraging because I want to talk to you about, since you have the experience with bullying, how hard was it to put yourself out there on Facebook, on YouTube, on the internet where bullying is so prevalent? How hard was that move for you?
Well, to be quite honest, it was really, really hard. I mean, I had been flirting with the idea of putting content out, on YouTube or Facebook for a really, really long time before I made my first La Tiny video. But, if it wasn't for my two best friends who pushed me and said, you know what, who cares what people say? If you want to make people laugh, if you want to do this, just do it for the heck of it and see what happens, see where it takes you. And I mean, it took a lot of pushing from them, and I do tell them, I thank you for pushing me into it. Without them, I would have never done it. Without my family support, obviously, I would have never done it. But I have to confess, I needed that push to actually hit the upload button and make it go, public. It was all thanks to my best friends and my family. But yeah, I mean, of course it's going to be negative comments, and I'm not going to lie, it does hurt. But the longer I've been doing this, the more comments come in, the more I've learned to deal with the negative comments. Sometimes I'm just oh, whatever. Usually that's how it ends up being. I'm just just somebody who's probably bored with life, has nothing better to do, and so I just keep going.
That's super important too, because everyone has a way of how they deal with haters. And the audience that we're talking to right now, a lot of the people out there are considering launching their career in one way or another. Taking that first step is really difficult for them.
It sure is.
I think the whole idea of hating and how to deal with that is just huge. So what happened when you pushed the upload button?
What happened when I pushed the upload button? Well, I mean, it went live on Facebook, and I was amazed at how many views it was getting. Each hour I would check it, and it's it went up 200,000 views. I'm what? It's only been it hasn't even been that long. And sure enough, in less than 24 hours, it hit, I think it was 2 million views. It was crazy.
So 2 million views on one video sort of makes you internet famous overnight. How did you adjust to that?
It was a little bit overwhelming, to be honest. Because, I mean, first of all, being that scared to even push the upload button, and then, for it to actually be live, on social media and have all these people, watching my face and watching my every move. Obviously, yes, I was in character, but still, deep down, I mean, that is me, and all those people watching me, it was a little overwhelming, but really, really cool at the same time.
And what happened after you saw that your Facebook video had gone viral? What was your next thought? Did you think, I'm going to do this over and over again? What was your thinking process after that?
Well, after that, I was I'm definitely going to keep this going. I mean, obviously, I had a lot of comments, thousands and thousands of comments from people saying that they loved it and that, that they haven't laughed that much in such a long time. And so that was really inspiring to me and really motivating for me, because after that, I was you know what? I have to keep this going. I have to keep making videos. I have to keep making people laugh. And to this day, every time I upload a video, exactly for that reason, to give people a smile, maybe they're having a bad day, and my video could be the one thing that, brightens up their day, and so that's really important to me, and so that's why I've kept this going since I started it.
I think that's an amazing, watching you both online and off, because I got to see you come in the first part of our event, because it was I don't know, what was it, 2 days? It was a 2-day long event, or 3 days, actually, because we shot a video the first day.
Oh, yes.
And the second day we had the event where you came in as Tiny. And then we had the third event where you came in as Myra. And watching you as Tiny and then getting to watch you as Myra, I really could see that you were doing something that you're called to do, that you're living your passion, just how you're natural at it, and you wanted to interact and make people laugh even there.
Yep, definitely. I mean, I'm me, obviously, and Tiny, she's this confident person. I'm just going to call her, because to me, that's her own person. Tiny, she's just, her own person, her own little character, and she's a lot more confident than I am. But all 3 events were amazing, and it was a little nerve-wracking being up there, on the stage and talking to all those people that were there, but it was really, really amazing, and, getting to speak to them as myself, that was really, really cool.
I think that was one of the things that you were worried about, is that you weren't going to have this rapport, but people recognize when you are bringing your art to them. So what's up from here? Where are you taking your career from here? Are you taking it anywhere? What's on the 2018 roster for Myra Alix?
Well, for 2018, I mean, well, I am a mom. I do have a full-time job, so it's really, really hard for me to, give myself to acting or to Latini 100%, full-time. I can't do it, but it's definitely something that I want to keep doing, especially Latini videos. As far as I'm concerned, right now at this moment, I can say that it's not going to stop. Latini's going to keep on bringing more and more videos, for sure.
Excellent. Well, I do hope that we get to see you again, either in Texas or in LA soon. I want to do an event where I can have you come to LA because I think you're hilarious and I love Tiny, but I love La Myra more.
Thank you.
I'm definitely looking forward to being able to work with you and share more time with you. And I am so glad that you touched on so many topics that are important, like the bullying thing. That's huge. If you could share something with someone who is thinking about pursuing their passion, what would your advice be?
My advice is, if you really love what you're doing and you're willing to tell yourself, you know what, I would do this job for free, then I say go for it. I mean, that to me, that's passion right there. If you love something so much that you'd say, you know what, I love this so much, I do it for free, then go for it.
How can people find you? I mean, obviously they can find you on Facebook under Myra Alix. Can you be found anywhere else performing or on other social media platforms?
Yes. I have my Instagram account, which is at Myra Alix Official, and YouTube is just my name, Myra Alix.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Myra.
Thank you.